My name's Julian, and I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Music for me really goes back to like walking and like crawling days as a baby. My parents had like this really infamous clip of me beating on pots and pans when I was a little. So that kind of like transitioned to me growing up learning how to play the drums. And then that just kind of like blowing up to all my curiosities in music. So I taught myself how to play drums, I taught myself how to play guitar, and that eventually like transitioned into like the DJ production world. Well, growing up as a drummer, I was a huge fan of Dave Grohl because he's kind of what I wanted to be as a musician, not only, you know, being a drummer, but like, oh, you can actually play guitar for this band or you could produce this band. So Foo Fighters was like one of my biggest like inspirations, like learning how to play music, and then that kind of got into like Nirvana and like all those like early like, you know, grunge and like alternative bands. I think for me, honestly, it has to be Daft Punk again, one more time. I think just that build up in the beginning to the final drop, it's something that I could hear every day for the rest of my life and not get tired of it. And also, it just gets me going. When it came to like DJing, it was kind of like an organic like energy sort of like transfer. So it's, you know, putting music out there and people reacting to it, dancing to it, you know, fist pumping to it. I think that's what I love most about DJing is it's not necessarily like the type of music I'm playing or like, you know, really technical, like this transition was great or like I'm doing great as a DJ. It was more of like kind of like the big picture, like we're creating moments that you know, can't be replicated in many other areas of music. I think what makes me a great DJ is just having a good sense of reading the crowd, being able to like look around a dance floor, whether it's 2 people or 200 people, and seeing what works for them. I like to refer sort of like my DJ sets as a conversation where I'm putting out something for them to react to or like, you know, give me feedback on, and then the conversation just keeps going and going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about time to get the party started. Front and center, if you're ready to get those feet moving, the dance floor is officially open. MC for me is just bringing myself to the crowd and bringing that energy, you know, finding again that like common space between, you know, we're all here together, we're creating this moment together. Let me, you know, be the master of ceremonies as it is to sort of guide the night and, you know, present the vibes on the level that you expect them to be. My favorite part about being a wedding DJ, I think, is just setting the tone and the vibe. Music plays such like an integral part in weddings that I don't think people realize. So it's being able to sort of like take people sort of on a journey throughout a wedding. You know, you start with like the ceremony, it's beautiful, you have all those emotions, and then transitioning into like the party part, you know, getting people off of their feet and dancing and everything like that. That's what I truly love about, you know, being a wedding DJ.